I was only 17 years old when I was tried and convicted and sent to prison for a crime I didn't commit.
I do.
Lawmakers heard some emotional testimony on day 2 of the special legislative session on crime in Baton Rouge. Lawmakers got down to business, considering the first set of tough-on-crime measures that could reshape Louisiana's criminal justice system.
Paul Murphy reports most of the bills taken up so far appear to be on a fast track to passage, and he's joining us live from Baton Rouge with the latest on it. Paul?
Katie, Charisse, today state lawmakers debated more than 24 pieces of legislation in both House and Senate committees, and the House Criminal Justice Committee spent most of the day debating key pieces of legislation included in Governor Landry's Tough on Crime agenda. The House Criminal Justice Committee had a packed agenda as Louisiana lawmakers took their first votes on a package of tough on crime measures. One bill would make it harder to get out of jail when new evidence is discovered that could clear someone of a crime after a conviction. It would shorten the post-conviction relief timeline from 2 years to 1. 2 men who spent decades in prison before being able to prove their innocence testified against the bill. Sullivan Walters was freed after 36 years in prison for a rape he didn't commit.
Time limitations is very important. I stayed in prison 36 years, and 2 years after being convicted, I presented this evidence that showed that I could not have been the perpetrator of this crime.
I can't say enough of an apology for 36 years of your life as an innocent man taken away from you. I understand those 36 years can never be replaced.
Jerome Morgan spent 20 years in prison for a murder in which he was misidentified as the killer.
By denying them fair access to the courts to show that they were wrongfully convicted, innocent people who did nothing wrong will suffer. I was wrongfully convicted at the age of 18, falsely arrested at the age of 17, of a murder that happened at a party that I attended.
Despite the emotional testimony, the committee approved the post-conviction limitation bill and sent it to the full House for more debate. Earlier, Metairie State Representative Lori Schlegel presented her bill that would increase minimum sentences from 2 years to 5 for carjackings and from 10 years to 20 in carjackings where victims suffered severe bodily injuries.
It's not a complicated bill, but it's one where we're going to hold carjackers more accountable and help protect victims.
She also introduced a bill calling for a 25 to 99-year sentence for dealing the deadly drug fentanyl in a manner that appeals to minors.
This is a serious drug. And if we don't act, we're going to have a lot of dead bodies and a lot of dead kids.
The committee advanced both of Schlegel's bills to the full House. And the Criminal Justice Committee also advanced a bill that would allow for the use of nitrogen gas in state executions if lethal injection is not available. And tomorrow the panel is expected to consider a bill that would eliminate the possibility of parole for adults convicted of a crime after August 1st of this year. We're live at the state capitol in Baton Rouge. Paul Murphy, WWL, Louisiana.